Howdy! How's all my YouTubers out there today? I thought maybe I'd get out a quick tutorial. So far, it ain't been too quick because between computer issues and YouTube issues, I've been at this about half an hour just trying to get this thing going. So hopefully this will go out okay. You're probably going to hear a little bit of buzz in the background. That is my box fan in here in the craft room because it's hotter than 2 rats making it in a wool sock. I'll tell you what. So I've got the fan running in here to try to keep me cool. But I wanted to bring you a little tutorial today on how to make these paper roses. I know I've got a bunch of paper crafters out there that enjoy paper crafting. And so far, I've not seen you make any of these paper roses. So maybe I'm teaching you something new. And if you already know how to do it, don't be afraid to tag somebody, share it, tag somebody that may not know how to do this, share it around, and get the word out. I welcome new subscribers to the channel, and I've got another channel too where I tell all kinds of stories about how I grew up, and just, in case you need some entertainment. Some of it's pretty funny stuff, and the link to that is down in the description box for the video. And there's also a link to my Etsy store if you want to see some of the stuff that I make. I'll be making another video within the next few days about my Etsy store and some of the stuff that I've got listed on there. So stay tuned for that. You may have seen some pictures up on Facebook if you belong to any groups I belong to, showing some of the guitar pick jewelry that I've been making. And I'll be doing a tutorial on that here in the next few days as well. I've got some more guitar picks and some other ideas that I'm going to be pulling on them. So stay tuned for more exciting things to come. But we'll get started here on these roses. There's not much to this. It's pretty doggone simple. You may have noticed in some of your mail, I know some of you like to save your junk mail, you do junk journaling and that sort of thing. You may have noticed in your junk mail that you get these envelopes to, return payments or whatever in. And if you look on the inside of the envelope, you'll see that they have all kinds of print and stuff on the inside of the envelopes. And that makes for some really cool little roses out of this. It's all you're going to need is 4 squares of paper, and they can be any size as long as they're square. 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, 5 inch, 8 inch, however big you want your roses to be. I took some of this paper, you can see where I've cut some out here, and I made this little rose. And they just gave a little rose that I made out of the envelope paper. And you can see it just took a little bit. This is a little strip there that I cut off for the little rose. Then this one I made out of another envelope. This was a yellow envelope that came in my mail. And this is a 2 inch. Now this in here, this is a 1 inch. And that shows you the difference there in the size. And then this I just made out of regular copy paper. That's a 4 inch rose. That's just white copy paper to make that little rose out of. That's all you need, some paper and some glue, maybe just a touch of patience. And I usually have something round to kind of ease around these edges on these flowers a little bit. It can be a pencil or a paintbrush handle or, whatever you happen to have handy. I use hot glue on my roses because I don't have a lot of patience, to sit around and wait for glue to dry. I got guitar picks to paint. But I'll show you how to do this. It's pretty simple. You take a piece of paper. Let me move these out of the way so this shows up good on this background. You take a piece of paper and you fold it side corner to side corner, just like that. And just mash it down. Then you take the side corner and take it to the other side corner. Like that. Push that part down. Then you take side corner to side corner. Try to get the edges as even as you can get them. Make your life a little easier in the long run. Let's get that evened up there. There we go. And you mash that down. So that's 4 folds. And I'll unfold it here just to show you what you've ended up with at this point. Maybe that'll show up there. So you have to get your folds in there. So you took it across, folded it once, take it across, fold it again, take it across, and fold it a third time. You do that on all 4 pieces of paper. So let's do that right quick so we get this ready to go. There's fold number 2. Mash that down. There's fold number 3. Get your edges even. Now this ain't rocket science. If you don't get them exactly even, it's not going to ruin the world. But it just makes it a little easier if you get it all nice and even to begin with. You don't have to do any trimming or any of that. You probably will have to do some, you know, little trimming before it's all said and done on these bigger ones. On the little ones, not so much. It's just the way it comes out. But I'll show you that here in a second when we get to that part. Get ahead of myself. Okay, this is the 3rd piece of paper, and we're putting the 3rd fold in it. Now this is parchment paper that I'm working with here. So it's a little bit stiffer than the other paper. Stiffer paper tends to be a little bit more, I'm not going to say difficult, but it's not as easy as the lighter weight papers. You can paint your paper. You know, if you don't have any colored paper, you can put a little paint to maybe some watercolor paper or something like that. Cardstock, I would not recommend. Anything cardstocky is going to be a little too stiff to do this with. It's not going to want to fold right, and it's going to be too hard to try to curl and do what we're going to do here. Okay, we've got 4 pieces of paper, and we've got them all folded. Now, you take one of these folded pieces of paper. I always put the fold to my left. That way I remember where I'm at. It's on the left side. Then I take a pencil, and I draw around the side of the, now let's see, let me think about this a second. Give it a little think on how I want my edge to be here. You put that on that side, and then you got your cut side up. So you're going to go from your side here and around to this side. To make it look like the top of a leaf. Just a little curve to it there. And that's not showing up real good on that paper this way my lights is shining on. Maybe if I get the light out of the way. There we go. That shows up better. So you got that. Now, I take the scissors, and I go around that little cut that I put in that with some scissors. Just like so. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to take it down just a little bit more on the side, just because I want to. Okay, just like that. Now, you can use this as your template on the other ones. You take your folded side, and you put that to your left. Lay this down, folded side to folded side, right over top of it. And you curve this around just like so. Draw around that. Take your 3rd piece, folded side on your template. Lay down there, draw around it. 4th piece. Folded side to your left, folded side to your left. Lay that down on there and draw around it. Now, you got these all drawn out. Grab your scissors and just cut right around that little mark you made on them. All 4 pieces. This is number 3, and this is number 4. Okay, now, open them up. somebody trying to call me, and they're going to have to wait until I'm done filming. And number 4. Okay, take your scissors, take your piece of paper. On the first piece, say each one of these fold lines, we're going to call a petal in between the fold lines. On the first piece, you're going to cut out 1 petal. Don't throw it away, because you're going to need it later. On the second piece, you're going to cut out 2 petals. So you cut 1, 2, and make a cut. Don't throw it away. Save it to the side. On the third piece, you're going to cut out 3 petals. 1, 2, 3. This is just like Sesame Street. Put it to the side. On the fourth one, you're going to cut out 4 petals, which is half the flower. Okay? So we cut it just like that. Now, I fold them over, and I take just a little teeny tiny bit, just a little smidge off the corner, just the weeest bit. Just fold them up, just the weeest bit off the very corner of each one of these. And you can do it before you do all this. I don't know, it's just a habit I got into. I just wait until I have them cut into the petals. And oh, well, it's not folding up real easy for me here. Did I go the wrong direction? Yes, I went the wrong direction. It's going to be persnickerty. All right, I'm going to get this one. These pieces you cut loose. Let's see. That's the second, fourth one. Now this, when you cut the last one in 2, you're going to have 2 halves. Put 1 half out to the side, because you ain't going to mess with that no more. You can save that for the next flower you do if you want to. And there's that. There's that. And the 1 petal. Okay. Now we've got a pile of petals. Find the ones you just cut the 1 petal out of. And it's going to look like that. Now you'll see that it's a little wonky up here, so you're going to end up trimming that. What I do is I take my glue, get old Bernie up here, put just a tiny tab of glue across that piece, set Bernie back over here in the Bernie holder, and then I overlay it just a touch there. Just a touch. Now you're going to have glue strings all over the place, so if you don't like glue strings, you're in trouble here. But I take my scissors at this point, and I just round that up a little bit there. Now you can curl these edges now, or you can wait until after you get your flower done, whichever suits you. I usually just take a paintbrush handle or something, you know, small and round, and just round the edges over a little bit. You can leave them straight if you want to. I think it gives the flower a little more character, makes it look, you know, a little more realistic if you round the edges some on it. There's your first bit of this. Then we want to find the one that we cut the 2 petals out of. There it is, up there. I'm going to put a little glue on this one. Wrap it over. I see that one meets up pretty good. It ain't going to need no trimming on it. Then I take my paintbrush and I curl my edges just a little bit. And I take my glue gun and I put just a touch of glue there to the bottom of it. And I take that and then I stick it in there. And I try to offset my petals just a little bit when I do it that way. Then I take this one, or we took the 3 leaves out of it, and put a little glue on there. It doesn't matter which direction you go with it, really. You know, as long as you're happy with it. You can take right to left or left to right. I tend to go one way and then go the other way or whatever. As long as they meet up, that's all that's important. It's not rocket science. You're not being graded on it. It's not a project going to the fair. It ain't your prom date. You're just trying to make a paper flower. I get amazed how many people take it so seriously when they're making stuff that, oh my God, you know, the whole world's going to come crashing to an end if they don't do something just so. And I'm all for making stuff look nice, but, you know, hey, 100 years from now, who's going to care about this paper flower? I'm just trying to make something that looks pretty that can be used on a package or, you know, be appreciated for being a paper flower. Put a little glue in there and stick that piece in. And grab this one. Oh, grab this one. It's got the 4 petals on it. You can see we're just going down one step at a time on the petals. Fold that over. Fold that over. Roll it up a little bit. This is a lighter weight paper. It would curl just a little bit easier than this one is curling, but this ain't bad. And put a little glue in there. Like Brill cream, a little dabble, do you? See how I offset them petals on each row, and that makes it look a little more realistic. Now there's your 3 petals that you cut loose. So we're going to put a little dab of glue on there. Fold that over. Grab that paintbrush handle again. And glue strings. There we go. Whoops. Well, I'm playing dropsy. Okay. Back up here, little flower. You ain't a birdie, you're a flower. You don't get to fly away. There we go. Curl it down just a touch there. There we are. Now, put a little drop of glue in the cup and put a little petal in the flower. Okay, now we got 2 more. We got the 2 petal and the 1 petal to go. There's your 2 petal. Now, the further down you get on this, you know, in petals, the trickier it is to do this without getting burnt with the glue. So you might, you know, if you got tacky glue that you like, by all means use your tacky glue. You might have to sit and hold it for a few seconds longer, or a minute or 2 longer, or something to, you know, until it sits up before you can do anything with it. But I got glue going everywhere. There we go. It's looking good. And we've got 2 petals here to curl. Get a little drop of glue in our flower. Well, come on, Bernie. There he goes. And we've got one petal left. This one is the trickiest. On the 1-inch flower, I leave the one petal out of the center because it's just too small to work with, and you don't miss it. Try to keep this on camera, but I tend to work close to my body. There we go. Curl that right around there into the glue. And I'll have you know this is special for me because I've managed to do this without getting burnt so far. Maybe I shouldn't speak too soon. I ain't done yet. See, I got glue all over my paintbrush handle. And I don't even try to curl the edge on this. It's just so small, but it's not going to curl. So take a little glue and you put it down in that cup. And you put your one petal down in there just like so. And there, I'm trying to get the glares off of it. There is your parchment rose. I guess I could get some of the glue strings off of it, make it look a little better, huh? There we go. That improved it. And that's how that one looks. So now you know how to make a paper rose. So if you have any comments, questions, whatever, you need to get in touch with me. You can get in touch with me here. Leave me a message. Leave a comment. You can look me up on Facebook. It's brenda.gibson.71. Put that in your Facebook search engine, and it will bring up my Facebook page. You can friend me there. You can message me through my Etsy store. I mean, I'm a pretty easy person to get a hold of. I hang out on Crafty Mamas there on Facebook, so you can look up their group and message me there on that page or follow me there. I leave a lot of pictures and stuff of the things that I work on. So with that, I will turn you all loose. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you make lots and lots of pretty flowers. Send me pictures. I want to see what you've done with it.